A white room split in two, separated by a pane of bulletproof glass. Half the room is a featureless white cell with shining fluorescent lights and a single bench on the back wall. The other is a darkened lab full of computers and test equipment. The door to the cell is open from the side wall, where Leaf, now wearing a bulky white bracelet, is brought into the room, struggling fiercely against two masked men, both armed. They sit her on the bench and exit quickly. Leaf jumps up and bangs on the door. After a second, she screams in rage and frustration. Suddenly, the lights in the lab turn on behind her. She turns around to see two women enter. One is pale and weak-looking, but standing with confidence, while the other, much younger, is hunched over, writing furiously in a notebook.
There they are. Come to poke at the beast you so expertly captured. If you can call your cheap, underhanded tactics anything but cruel.
The older woman, Amanda, doesn't say anything. She simply smiles and stares at Leaf.
What? Oh, you've never seen a fae before?
She steps back, gesturing to herself.
Here you go. Now you've seen one. So can I go?
I want everything it says written down.
It? Oh, that's rich.
Amanda chuckles, then approaches the glass. Leaf goes to meet her on the other side, staring angrily.
Wow. I mean, wow. Can you imagine? We captured a real fae.
Oh, I'm sure your parents are very proud.
They won't believe it. Kelsey Labs, the first to ever study a live fae.
Can you stop talking like I can't hear? What, do you not realize the mic is on?
Interesting. No, this one seems to be aware of some modern technology. And we all thought you were all barbarians.
I'm not your typical fae.
So I can see.
Oh, so you're talking to me. Great. Lovely to make your acquaintance.
I'm sorry, you must forgive me. I just don't know where to start. I have so many questions.
Well, I'm not answering any of them. Sorry.
Oh? Not even your name?
Leaf stares coldly. Amanda nods to the younger girl, Emily, who nods timidly and presses a button. Suddenly, pain goes shooting up Leaf's arm, coming from the bracelet. She falls to her knees, but still looks angry, if not angrier.
What is your name?
Leaf.
What a lovely name. So, you're a fairy, yes?
Why should I tell you?
Amanda looks at Emily, who goes to press the button again, but Leaf interrupts.
All right, fine. I'm not a fairy, I'll have you know.
What exactly are you, then?
I'm a Dryad.
Fascinating. Are you getting all this?
Emily nods timidly.
We have noticed from some autopsies on other fae that there are differences in physiology.
You think I'm impressed? You've killed hundreds of fae and tore apart their remains.
All in the name of scientific progress, I assure you.
You know, I used to be fascinated by your science. It's why I live separate from the other Dryads. Oh, good luck finding them. They never quite accepted my interest in humanity.
An outcast, are we?
Naturally. But now I'm starting to realize that your science is just compensation for the fact that you all have no magic. Like this little trinket.
Leaf holds up her wrist with the bracelet.
You have to resort to this to try and break me. Well, let me tell you, it won't work.
Amanda chuckles.
What's so funny now?
It's remarkable how human you act.
Don't you dare compare me to you monsters.
I thought you admired us. Isn't that what you said?
That was before you used Andy against me. How long was she working with you? From the very start, I imagine.
But she was never working with us.
Amanda shoots Emily a glare. Emily goes quiet. Amanda sighs.
Well, that's out in the open. Yes, Andy was never working with us. I simply had her followed.
She didn't betray me. Where is she then? What have you done with her now?
She's of no concern to you.
She's my friend.
Amazing! You honestly believe you're friends with her? She's a human. You're a fae. Even if she was foolish enough to collude with you, she is still leagues above you.
And what makes you say that?
I feel it is obvious. Humans are simply superior.
I highly doubt that.
Well, I'm not the one in a cell.
Depends on which side of the glass you consider the cell.
Clever. I like clever. Andy Grayson has been arrested. She'll likely receive the maximum penalty for prison time. I'll make sure of that.
Leave her alone.
She can't be left to her own devices. Collaborating with the Fae goes against our most sacred laws. She could have brought the black thorns within the walls. Could have destroyed our very way of life.
A happy side effect.
I don't know why you seem to hate humans so much, if you consider one of them your friend.
You've imprisoned one of your own kind. You're not just cruel to us, but to yourselves.
And Andy?
Andy is different.
I see. Well, I'll allow you to get settled in.
How thoughtful.
Emily, stay behind and watch it in case it does anything interesting. I'll be in my office.
Amanda starts to leave.
Enjoy your time here. It'll be a while.
Amanda exits. Emily, trying to avoid eye contact with Leaf, goes to the computer and starts writing something.
And then there were two. Hey, I'm trying to talk to you. Oh, I get it. You're afraid.
I'm not afraid of you.
I didn't say you were afraid of me. Who was that woman?
Amanda Kelsey. She runs Kelsey Labs.
Know why she's got such a grudge against Faye?
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Come on. If they catch you, you can blame me. So tell me.
I can't.
All right. Then let me ask another question. Why did you press that button when you so clearly didn't want to?
What?
The one that activates this thing. You didn't want to, and you did it anyway.
I was doing what I was told.
Because you're scared of saying no. At least, you're scared of saying no to her.
I'm not scared of Dr. Kelsey.
Who is she to you? Why are you so obsessed with pleasing her?
Be quiet.
She's not someone worth pleasing. She's some kind of monster.
She is not a monster. She mentored me all through my first years of university. She got me this position. She believed in me when no one else did.
You really love her, don't you?
What? She's my boss. Of course I respect her. But
Don't act like you have to hide it from me. Even Faye love their mothers.
mother? Dr. Kelsey isn't. She's not my mother.
Huh, could have fooled me.
She's like a mother to me, yes, but I was never adopted, but she was always there. Oh God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
You don't know your parents.
No, whoever they are, they abandoned me. But Dr. Kelsey...
I'm sorry.
Emily looks shaken. She stands upright, then goes over to the monitors and cuts off the sound of the security footage.
What are you doing?
Turning off the sound. They won't hear us. Listen, Andy is going to jail. Her trial is coming up. But I do know a way you can help her.
Are you letting me go?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I'm not listening.
Please, just listen. If you tell Dr. Kelsey that you cursed her or magically persuaded her,
I would never.
I believe you. But if you tell her that, it can and will clear Andy of all charges. At least this way, one of you can be free.
Why would you tell me this?
I don't know.
I think I do.
Leaf leans against the glass.
You don't want to do this, do you? You have that spark of light in your eyes, the one that wants you to do the right thing.
We all want to do the right thing.
But then there are people like Dr. Kelsey who try to stop you. And you don't push, you don't question her, because she's led you and believed in you your whole life. But now you're seeing it. The lies, the secrets. You might not know the truth, but now you're questioning the narrative she's fed you.
Enough of this. Are you taking the deal or not?
On one condition.
What?
If I take your deal, you have to tell Dr. Kelsey your suspicions.
I have no proof she's my mother. I'll make myself out to be an idiot.
But either way, your questions will be answered. It's a simple request.
Why are you doing this?
Because the moment you see the real truth, that's the moment you'll start making your own decisions.
And you think one of those decisions will be letting you out?
Who knows?
Emily holds her gaze for a moment, then goes back to the monitor, turning the sound back on. She writes something down, then opens the door to the lab.
David, I need you to watch her while I speak to Dr. Kelsey. Watch it.
Emily exits, leaving the guard in her place.